Iasu Malagido all my dating sucks. It's not any better in 2025. I learned the song from Looney Tunes. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, part 69.
Saturday, 4:05 a.m. 1:02 a.m. We won't get you no matter what you do.
These are some of the voicemails on their phone.
In our connected era, Courtney Allen provides a brutal cautionary tale.
He targeted our home. He targeted our neighbors. He tried to get us fired.
This wife and mother from suburban Seattle says what started as an online flirtation led to a dogged, diabolical campaign of cyber stalking.
I'm at 70 nightmares that my husband was dead, that my son was being taken away from me.
She says playful banter in the chat room of an online video game curdled into a campaign of terror, with intimate videos sent to her colleagues. Police called to her home to investigate charges of child abuse and a tsunami of threatening calls, voicemails, emails, and texts.
You don't get to just run away from this you created.
And this is the man Courtney and her husband Blaine, Todd Zonas, a 45-year-old from Arizona.
I don't know why you hate me so much.
I do. Okay, first of all, you look like a roadie from Rush. Second, I got a couple questions for the woman here. You said you're married, the husband was there. I got quite a few questions. Okay, so one, here's the obvious. Why are you flirting with someone online, even if it's through like, I don't know, like a video game, chat room or whatever? And I don't know, like if you watch the video, like the husband seems, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's totally cool with this, but he doesn't seem that mad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It seems like it's, people are in some weird shit, man. I mean, like, and again, like, if you don't want someone to come on to you or create some kind of online relationship, you got to say it right away. So, again, I don't know if this is a game with this woman. I don't know if it's like an ongoing flirtation thing. She's bored or I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It's very weird. People are weird, man. All I'm saying is you got to set guidelines like right away. And I don't know, it's almost like she's inviting this shit. You know what I mean? So that's just me. Again, I wish these people all the best and they stay the fuck away from me. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I mean, online dating is crazy, but yeah, a lot of people still meet online, but it doesn't have to be through online dating sites. It could be, through, gaming, I guess. I don't know, because, I don't know, people play video games, I guess, get lonely, I guess. I don't know. I play the odd Nintendo, Super Nintendo still, because I'm old school, and I don't know, I usually play it before going to bed sometimes. It just kind of, I don't know, it helps me sleep. To be honest, I don't know, because it kind of, because it gets to a point now, like, as you get, I don't know about you, but as you get older, when you play video games, I just get more pissed off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe as a kid, I had more of a tolerance or whatever for video games, but I seem to be getting worse at video games, and it gets to a point I'm just like, go fuck yourself, I would literally tell my phone, go fuck yourself. I don't have time for you. And let's be honest, like once you start getting pussy on a regular basis, like I'm not saying I'm, no Don Juan DeMarco here, but, video games kind of go out the window here. So, I mean, this marriage is definitely not healthy sexually. Like there's no fucking way here. Judging by the doily picture on the wall here. But the point is, I mean, you guys got to fucking talk more and, if you don't want to invite this shit in your life, fine. But just, make it clear for fuck's sakes, Jesus. But anyways, speaking of normal, I've come across some more profiles, of course, and to my 3 fans out there, I'd like to thank you very much for the support. I really do appreciate it. I think I'm working on number 4, which is really nice. And again, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, it is at the Malaka Podcast 416. If you're a fan of Chuck Norris, you know you are. Put in at the Chuck Norris channel. Okay, I mean the guy's 85 years old. He's still climbing mountains. It's fucking crazy. Or walking mountains or something. I mean, still, I'll be lucky if I see 60. But the point is, subscribe to both channels, and if you're a fan of TikTok and random videos, of course, you got to subscribe there. So that is at the Malaka Podcast 647. All right, and that's that. Unlike this marriage, I'm going to say what's on my mind here. So here we go. So this one woman's profile I saw. I love God. That's a good start. And I go to church. Okay. I love soca. Soca? How do you spell it? Soca. Suka. I think it's suka, but it's with an O. It doesn't. Yeah. I love suka. Bad. Crying face emoji, laughing. I'm spontaneous and love trying. I love trying what? I mean, that's pretty broad. I mean, all right. I am very understanding person. Well, if you love God, I just assume. And I respect honesty. Am into Asian drama, but I can compromise. The fuck does that mean? Wait, did I read this right? I am into Asian, and keep in mind, Asian is all bold letters, capital letters, drama, but I can compromise. I mean, to each his own, I guess. Okay. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very kind of a specific profile, I guess. I don't know. She likes to dance with Asian men while she's praying, I guess. This is, and yes, there are women out there that prefer a, certain type. That's, and some people are just not afraid to say it. So there you go. Good for you, man. Just for shits and gigs, I just went to Google and put in Asian drama because I just wanted to know if it was like a term or something. I don't know. It looks like it has a show here. I mean, it kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe like the way they're posing with each other. It looks like an Asian version of Twilight, maybe. I don't know. So, I still don't know what K-pop is. I'm assuming, and again, if I'm wrong, I don't mean to be racist. I'm assuming the K stands for Korean. I'm shot in the dark here, so so Korean pop music. Whatever. So this other person I was talking to here, she seemed all right. Where are you from? How you doing? Blah blah blah. And she told me I was a chef for 4 years, so I have a bit of an attachment. Okay, so, good looking, she can cook, I'm yours. And then she just lists all these foods that she can make. One of them was lasagna. Ladies, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a very simple man. If you can make me, I've always said this, and I will keep saying this. If a woman shows up, a beautiful woman shows up to my bedroom naked, holding a lasagna, like right after, not right after, I'll have sex with her and then I'll eat the lasagna, but like right after all that, I can die. I mean, there's nothing more for me, My 3 goals in life, and I'll be completely honest with you, is to finish a script, go to Italy, and have a threesome. And with any luck, I can do all 3 at the same time. But worst case, I'm good with that. And then she just disappeared. I think I'm pretty sure. So I think what I'm trying to say here is, ladies, if you know, like a chubby guy, please don't tease him with food and then just disappear. You know, that's not nice. Um, yeah, it's extremely cruel. I mean, my God, I mean, my mouth is watering just thinking of or just looking at this list here. I mean, this is just phenomenal. And then just yeah, my God. Anyways, so this other profile I saw, and yeah, and again, I've probably said this in every podcast. It doesn't seem like I'm going to break this tradition anytime soon. But again, for some reason, she took a picture, and it had to be like, you know, messed with or AI, whatever. And again, I haven't seen the CN Tower up close, you know, in a while. I mean, it's like living in New York, you know, and like, oh yeah, every day you must go to Times Square. No, it's there. It is what it is. But I'm almost positive there is no palm tree next to the CN Tower. You know, some guy about to OD on fentanyl, probably, but no, that's no. So again, you know, just be aware of the scams and I don't know, just like if you're gonna scam somebody, Jesus, like you know, at least do a Google search on you know what the city looks like. My God, you know, pine tree in the at Christmas time maybe, and then another woman here I just talking to here, and she's like. You know, how's the site treating you? And she's like, yeah, you know, just tried it. Actually, I already have an account here 3 years ago, and tonight I just decided to check in. I didn't open it for years, checking now. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see. Here's my thing. So you have an account for 3 years. You don't check it for 3 years. Okay, so, I mean, maybe you're seeing somebody, then you should close it. But then how do you think the other person would feel if you're seeing somebody, assuming she's seeing someone else, right? I mean, why wouldn't she? You know, unless you know she's you know, bored. But yeah, like I mean, why wouldn't you just close it, right? So, I don't know, a lot of red flags there, a lot of. Maybe she didn't give a shit. Who knows? But the point is, I mean, if you're seeing somebody, you still shouldn't be on an app. But and then again, teacher's own. I mean, a lot of people just don't care. I don't know. I'm tired. What are you gonna do? And then there's this one person I talked to for a little bit. I do mean a little bit. I talked to her, and you know. Are you still okay to talk? I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I be? You know, and, you know, but I had a feeling, that this was a fake one. Because I'm not even sure, like, and listen, we've all done this, so don't give me shit for this. Sometimes you talk to multiple people on here and you give out your number multiple times. And then someone messages you back and you're not sure who it is. Or it could be just a random number. Who knows? And then just to test it out, I said, like, how's this site treating you? And I know for sure I'm not on this site. And then, you know, she messaged me back, it was okay. Met a couple, no connection. Now, does she mean she met a couple and she's trying to get a threesome going? And again, I don't know. Like, it's not very specific. But the point is, I already caught her. You know, whoever this is, no, it's got to be a scam. So fuck it. So again, you know, sometimes you got to test the waters and just see what's going on there. One profile, a woman, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I like big tits. You know, I like a fat ass. So, and I also like cupcakes. So when I see a profile with a woman topless and in front she has 2 cupcakes in front of her big tits, I'm in. Do I care if she actually made the cupcakes? No. Do I think she should be careful because both the cupcakes are lit, you know, and the wax could drop on her tits, just whatever, be careful. But the point is, okay, you got to be careful of the message you send out there. I'm sure she's going to get a lot of messages. Things, things could happen. That's a good, it's a good way to start a conversation. Hear my tits, frosting candles, all that. But again, just be aware how you come across. That's all. But then again, if this is her thing, it's her thing. It's a cool picture. She's smiling, having a good time. So who am I to judge, ladies and gentlemen? Exactly. And this other woman who I'm running into a lot of people who love the man upstairs for some reason. She starts off bold caps, Jesus first. I live in Canada. That's good. But relocatable. I mean, I can mean so many things. I don't message first. All right. Old school born again Christian. So must be you, gal here. And I didn't know what she wrote down here. I think she's writing a bunch of like Bible descriptions or EPH 5:28:33, EC 12:13, HEB 13:4, ROM 6:23. I'm pro-Israel. I'm not a feminist. Spouses have priority of children. No Catholics or similar. Like how similar? You mean, I forget it. No, recently single guys. I support women, pastors, and evangelists. Marriage minded. Okay, so, I mean, this site is not for you. It is, Christian dating. That could be one. That it's probably more up your alley. I know you said no Catholics, but if you put Jesus first, you might want to keep that in mind. But again, we're all praying for you. So another woman, she just like messaged me, and she just goes like, it's one of those like she sends me a pic of myself, because I always like looking at myself, yeah, that's not annoying. And she says, like, why are you on here? And I have a T-shirt of Martin and Gina together, from Martin. So, and I said, I'm looking for my Gina. Why are you on here? Looking for true love. Real fucking long shot. It's all parcel of the game of life. So, yeah. The parcel of the game of life. Like, what is it? So she's waiting for her to give her, maybe she ordered somebody. I don't know. You can take that in many ways. The point is just, start with a simple hello. I know what I look like. I know what my ugly ass looks like, okay? Clearly, we're all on here because we're, at this point, I mean, after 69 shows. I mean, the number alone deserves a bell. But the point is, because I think we're all just fucking idiots. But the point is, yeah, I think it's pretty obvious why we're all on here. And let's just, let's just try to have a normal conversation, huh? Another person I tried to talk to, sometimes they put up pictures of meals, and I'm like, did you cook that meal? I'm curious. I mean, listen, a good way to a guy's heart is his stomach, and it is true. It is true. If you can cook, you can always have a guy. Will he be more than likely a very fat guy? Absolutely. But I mean, like, he's not going to go anywhere because he's he's too fat, so he's just gonna sit home and at least where he'll be, where he'll be all the time. She said, yes, you want us to cook it one day. And I said, us? And she said, yes. And I said, who's us? Am I talking to two people? LOL. So I don't know if she's looking for another person in the marriage, or maybe she's married, or maybe she means like we'll cook it together. It's just too many fucking confusing things. And that's, again, ladies and gentlemen, try to be aware of what you send someone. A lot of things can be misconstrued, and I fucking hate puzzles, so I gotta take a Tylenol after this. But yeah, I just don't know what the fuck is going on. And then speaking of, I don't know what's going on. This profile said, remember that we are dust, and to dust we shall return. Purple heart. Okay. She put up a picture of, I don't know how to describe this picture. I mean, it's like it's maybe a fifth of her face, and she split into 5 pieces, and it's all just one eye, and I don't have time for this shit. I really don't. Just put up a normal fucking profile. Like, how hard is this? I don't get it. Like, I don't, And then sometimes I talk to a person and exchange numbers, and I just, sometimes it's not a match. And she said, I don't think we're a match, and I said, that's cool. I mean, she seemed like one of these people that always has to, have her way. And I think at one point I talked to her, and like, she seemed really stoned, you know what I mean? And to me, that's a turnoff. I'm not gonna lie, you smoke a little weed here and there, but don't be like dopey all the time, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's not worth it. So just try to, all I need is a normal conversation. If you can, help a brother out there, that'd be great. Another person I tried to talk to, exchange numbers, and I don't know, we were talking here, and, I didn't know what the fuck we were talking about, to be honest. She said, like, apologies, it was a grand scheme or anything, or wasn't a grand scheme. I don't know, who knows. And then I just sent her one of those like faces, like, ugh, because I just don't feel like typing. And she said, okay, well, it's up to you if you trust another attempt or call it. And I said, really, it's up to me. So that's, why does the pressure got to be on me? Why can't it just be 50-50? So I don't know. And I said, well, you're going to have to, come down to my area for sure, because I just don't trust you. And that's what happens a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I think I'm slowly remembering this painful conversation. So I think at one point she kind of disappeared on me, but then she came back, and I don't know, maybe she realized that, she does like bald guys, and, she's like, okay, cool. And I'm like, okay. She's like, when? I can even meet you for a drink this evening, and I'm like, well, I'm about to go to fucking bed here or whatever, and, and she can salvage the day today, and, I'm like, really? I just, I don't know, it all seems rushed and not real, and again, ladies and gentlemen, like, just try to have your shit in order. I mean, like, it's not, and again, you go online, yeah, you will meet some crazy, disorganized people, and yeah, it's not good, man. It's not normal. But the point is, just try to, pace yourself when you go out with someone, get to know them, and then ask them out for a date. And then, don't be like, hey, I can be there in 15 minutes. No, just, let's figure out a time and day, a place where, in this case, it's public. And, let's see if we click. That's all. So again, I exchanged numbers with this one woman here, and it seemed to go well. But you ever have one of those conversations where the first one goes really great, and then the next time you talk to the person, it's just a complete 180. It just goes like horrible. And maybe they'll start ranting about their day, and it gets to a point where, yeah, and this is where a lot of guys drop the ball. you know, I mean, we either just got to sit there and take it, you know, or we can call him on it. Guess which one I chose. So, you know, she's just going off there, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. And then just, I guess, you know, in a sarcastic text, I said, fascinating. And, you know, she's like, hey, have a wonderful day, you know. And, you know, again, I don't think I've ever met her. But she already, you ever talk to someone online and then, like, you know, you even met them yet? And I don't know, they got a vibe where, you know, like it's almost like you've been going out with them for a few years, and, you know, it's like, hey, I'm just doing this, so I'm just doing that. Oh, I'm going to go out soon. Okay, just letting you know. I'm like, I didn't ask for any of this. Like, what the fuck? You know? And I told her, I said, thank you, Miss, you know, condescending, you know? And then she's like, you're a grump, so I'll let you be, you know? So in my head, I'm like, thank God, you know? But I'm like, still, like, I don't know why you're acting like this. She's like, oh, you sound moody. You were nice on the phone last night. You know, why are you calling me a putana? Listen, women, you're awesome. Okay, you bring out the best in guys sometimes, but a lot of times, my God, you guys bring out the worst. I mean, you know, and again, you know, you know, like, women will send guys a lot of hints. That's something a lot of women don't understand, is that we try to send you a lot of hints too, you know, as in other words, like, just, hey, like, you know, we're good, you know, we don't, you know, please fuck off. That's what we're trying to imply here, but I think it's either one of two things. Either one, women don't get it, which I think is bullshit, and two, women, you know, I think they like to push a guy to actually say that to them. You know, maybe they're trying to get their true self out. Maybe I don't know, they want to, you know, have a fight, and, you know, and then they can fuck after, which, by the way, is a thing. I had a whole relationship on that. I'll explain that one later. But the point is, come on, you know, just not now. Not now. Especially during the game. Especially during the playoffs. Not now. Please. Please. Just, you know, let us fucking be, and that's it. So, you know, it was clear that we both had to be in charge, and buff on ghoul. What are you going to do? But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end you with this one, all right? Because this is a bit of a doozy. Okay, so basically, I don't know, sounds like fucking Sons of Anarchy outside my place here. The point is, right into this world, all alone. You know, it's a sad life when Ed Gein, the serial killer, gets hotter chicks than you, even if they're made up. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, okay, all I'll say is this. Sometimes, you know, you meet someone online, and you really, you think you know, but you don't know, okay? So I'm not sure if I talked about this person before, but you know, we had a few, let's just say, meetings, and everything was good, but she told me she had to, you know, put up with this one guy who was an asshole roommate, and then at one point she had to live in a shelter, and you know, and then you know, something, you know, we kind of parted there, whatever, you know, because, you know, I mean, she was going through her shit, so whatever, give her space, whatever. But then I thought, you know what, let me call her. Let's see what's going on, okay? So, because I called before once, and it was weird. Like, she said, don't call me after a certain hour, you know, the place where I'm staying at doesn't like that, and some guy picked up and got really pissed off. I couldn't really understand what he was saying. I just understood he was, like, really pissed off. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe she got curfew or some shit. Who knows? You know, am I dating a criminal? I don't know. Is that considered hot? The point is, you know, I just wanted to know what was going on, because this dude told me off before, and so I decided to call one more time, and yeah, this happened.
Bonjour.
Now listen here, you greasy fucking wop. I left you a warning once before. You call her again? I know where you live, man. You all 6'5", 275 pounds of me's gonna come down on you. You understand me? Stop throwing shit at the wall until your little dick sticks. Motherfucker! You capiche?
Why are you going to be so
Automatic
racist?
balls drop off all of a sudden?
Hello?
Hello, you fucking hear me or what? You deaf?
Well, you know this call is being recorded, right?
Good, that's nice.
Okay, so who is this?
You're the fucking wife of the woman you're calling, dickbag. I've warned you before.
The wife?
Listen, motherfucker.
She's married?
Listen, motherfucker. I've warned you before. Stop fucking calling her. Do you understand me? Or she'll fucking file for a restraining order against you. Do you understand me?
She's really married?
Shut the fuck up and listen, dickweed.
Wow.
Call her
I
again.
thought she was married to like a...
Your greasy ass is fucking
Canadian
dumb.
guy. Whoa. What's with the vulgarity?
Why? Because you're calling my fucking wife and I told you not to fucking call her before. That's what the fucking vulgarity's for. And I do this straight to your fucking face. So it's either this or your face. What's it gonna be?
So she's married?
Dude, you got a hole in that greasy wop head of yours?
What do you
Do not
have,
call her again.
what do you have
This
against
conversation
Italians?
is over. You call her again, it's not gonna go well, my friend.
What do you have against Italians?
I'm sorry. Oh, God. Do you guys remember the show Jerry Springer? Okay, so there's a few things to dissect there. First off, and like, here's the obvious. You know, I did not, hand to God, I did not know she was married. I mean, that was crazy. Like, she told me she lived with some guy, you know, that apparently she worked with as well. And I don't know, the guy told her, hey, you can stay with me and get your shit together, blah, blah, blah. And so I mean, listen, who the fuck knows what's going on, you know? But to go back to the Italian racist comments there, my God, I mean, I mean, wow. I thought listening, you know, to the, you know, the recent charges in the NBA and gambling and, you know, and you know, certain Italians involved here. I thought we, you know, we're beyond this, you know, racial terms here, but clearly not. But yeah, that was, I mean, you know, 265. I mean, wow, that's a, you know, what do you say, 6'5"? That's a big boy right there. That's my God. Okay, geez, I thought I liked lasagna, but again, so I don't know what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't know. I'm a little shocked and appalled here. Okay. First off, let me just say this. You know, I've said this repeatedly. There is no mafia. Okay. These racial terms are just, you know, things you see in the movies and, you know, do not necessarily reflect those of the Malaka podcast, you know, or, you know, this, you know, person here who has no idea, you know, what Italians have done for society. I'm half Greek, half Italian, so I'm going to assume, like, you know, both cultures have, you know, done even things. But the point is, you know, I mean, you know, those 2 nights were fun, but is it worth a third night? I don't think so. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot that couple or she's got to work on, and you know, that's a shame. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is what happens when you deal with online, you know, dating. You will meet people clearly who, you know, are involved with someone. Maybe they're just cheating behind their back on their spouse. Maybe they had a change of heart or whatever. And, hey, I was going to cheat on you. Oh, I did cheat on you. Oh, I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. If someone calls, you know, just, you know, threaten them. And, you know, I don't know. Maybe afterwards we all got to lose weight. But the point is, my God, Was it worth it? I mean, yeah, she was good, man. I mean, she brought food and shit. It was pretty good. No complaints here. But I mean, I don't think there's gonna be a third date, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm yeah. And if I knew she was married, fuck that, because I don't want to be involved in that shit. Because even online, I mean, you see people like looking for people for their threesomes and foursomes, and I don't know, someone to, I don't know, set up the shit like a fucking, Russ Meyer movie or something. But the point is, online dating is fucked up. It really is. That's, I think, the whole thing we can get from this whole podcast. And, yeah, I mean, but can you imagine like being like, see, this is what I fear, man. Like if you get married one day and then you got to worry about your wife creeping and shit, then who knows? I mean, it's fucking. I mean, there's a part of me, for me that felt bad about the guy, but then he's like throwing every, like Italian racial term out there, I mean, baffangool, I mean, like if you're a Fanuc, I mean, that's cool with me. But I mean, if you let your, wife be a putan, I mean, that, I don't know. That's, I mean, in the end, you're the one that's going to look like a Struns. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, online dating's fucked, man. It's crazy. But am I going to stop? Especially at number 69? No fucking way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another thrilling, apparently cheating on your spouse podcast about computer love. Part 69.
You really let this girl ruin your life. Look at you. She really did some job on you. You know how fucking nuts you are. Look what she did to you.
You fucked my wife.
What?
You fucked my wife.
How could you ask me a question like that? How could you ask me? I'm your brother. You ask me that? Where do you get your balls big enough to ask me that?
Just tell me.
I'm not answering you. I'm not gonna answer that. It's stupid.
You're very smart, Joey. You give me all these answers, but you ain't give me the right answer. I'll ask you again. Did you or did you not?
I'm not gonna answer. It's a sick question. You're a sick fuck, and I'm not that sick that I'm gonna answer it. I'm not telling you anything. I'm gonna leave. If Lenore calls, tell her I went home. I'm not staying in this nut house with you. You're a sick bastard. I feel sorry for you. I really do. You know what you should do? Try a little more fucking, a little less eating. You won't have troubles upstairs in your bedroom, and you won't pick it out on me and everybody else. You understand, you fucking wacko? You're cracking up. Fucking screwball, you.